Well, I think in Asia, where economies still grow fast, it's important to have a system that can adapt to that circumstance and create an engine of change for business where business can profit by reducing emissions. And that's what emission markets do. So in the example of cap and trade, which has been the approach used in California recently or Korea and in the European Union, it's been an approach that's allowed a lot of different polluters, if you will, to cooperate in reducing emissions by trading the achievements. And I think that model is the best model for Asia because it really works well in economies that are growing as a way of involving business and allowing business to grow, but also to give rewards for achieving emission reductions.
Okay. Okay, so as you know, today's topic is about the climate change. Mm-hmm. So, which impact or which the insect that is just the main point that we have to solve very urgently?
Well, I think with climate change, there are a lot of impacts that affect different regions in different ways. A lot of it's about water. And we just heard a presentation here from an IPCC scientist talking about how the changes in the hydrological cycles can cause droughts in one place and floods or increasingly severe storms in other places. And all of those are climate change impacts over the long term. So really, the sooner we get started on mitigation, the lower the risk will be that we'll have really bad results on the impact side. But I think a lot for Asia, just like North America, a lot of the impacts are about sea level rise, storm surges, flooding, and droughts. And those are all very challenging for agriculture, but they're also very challenging for industries that are built on coastlines.
They also impact the agriculture things.
Very much so, because in some places if a crop gets, if it's too dry, it won't grow, and if it's too wet, it won't grow. It has to be just right. So I think the changes in the hydrological cycle are things that farmers are very close to, and frankly, we shouldn't put them at risk by polluting too much, because the more we pollute, the more those impacts will come to bear.
Yeah, so how about the heat wave issue?
Oh, heat waves a big part of it.
Especially in Asia now.
Right. Yeah. It's that's one of the big impacts, and obviously, people die in these heat waves, so it's very risky for humans. But it also makes some of the local air pollution worse because it sort of cooks the pollutants in a way that creates more difficulties for people to breathe. So the heat waves are a big part of it as well.
Yeah, so your suggestion is that we have to decrease the pollution in all of the world.
Yeah, the climate change impacts include just trapping that heat in, and it can be hot spots in various places. So it is something that we have to really come to grips with. But it also means that we're going to have to learn to adapt to it, because some of it we're going to experience no matter what.
Okay.